understand the annelid life cycle fully, it's clearly extremely diverse. The eggs produce either a male or a female spore. The male, the drones, are wasp-like creatures. The female are worm-like annelids that seek out a host to infect. Following infection, the host begins to transform into a human annelid hybrid. From that point, the life form can take numerous paths. I believe this path is determined by the many itself. The creatures have communicated their need to grow the biomass, so I imagine that biological material is their primary resource. Therefore, each path has costs and benefits. The proto-arachnid is extremely quick and potentially relatively cheap in biomass. The hulking, fleshy ones are powerful, but are clearly a larger investment. I've observed only one example of the floating organisms. The only comfort is that the more dangerous organisms are quite costly to produce, limiting their numbers.
Geronimo! More anti-personnel bullets. Always nice. Okay. A lot more anti-personnel bullets. I think we're close to them, where we need to be. I think this is just a extremely long path to where their brain is. So I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna run. There's no point fighting against these, because their controlled organisms aren't here. And I'm going to switch to burst fire. Damn it. These showers are strong air currents that prevent me from moving. Throwing me all over the place. Jesus Christ.
The end is near.
Yes, it is.
Soon you shall see our final face.
Do not despair.
Surely the void is preferable to your importance. Do you know what you have wrought? Our tragedy.
Written by your hand.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
We die. Beware the machine mother. She is a stranger
to everything we cherish.
Thank you for running my errands, puppet. I know you have struggled,
but I never had any intention of destroying the Von Braun.
The Von Braun's faster-than-light drive can be used to create pockets of proto-reality.
I am now using it to modify reality
to my own specifications.
The process shall not take long. If it sounds unpleasant to you, put your mind at ease, insect. You will not survive to see my new world order.
A shocking development. I think the idea behind Shodan's plan is that in order to fly faster than light, you need to alter space a little bit around the ship to make it possible. But Shodan, while she is mad, she is brilliant. A brilliant AI, so she has found a way to alter the space around the ship in ways that the people who discovered the technology didn't really vision or couldn't even imagine. And I think Delacroix knew that.
If you are receiving this, I am already dead. When I realized Shodan had betrayed me, I integrated these comments into her primary data loop. Shodan has exploited the warping capability of the Von Braun's faster-than-light device for her own purposes. The device works by altering space around the ship to fairly arbitrary specifications. Shodan has altered it to her specifications. The effect is rather small now, but spreads with alarming speed. Soon it will reach Earth. You are in her world now, her memories, and her rules. Watch your back.
So I think this is the actual reality, and this is where the spaceship actually ends, and Shodan has started to alter reality to create a virtual reality out of her own memories. A reality that she can control with perfect precision. Nothing happens here that she can't control.
You are not alone here. Shodan has spawned her own versions of the Von Braun's horrors. Remember, they are virtual, they are not real. Do not assume anything about their strengths or weaknesses.
What she's hinting at is that even though these are cyborg assassins, they're virtual ones, so...
You travel within the glory of my memories, insect. I can feel your fear as you tread the endless expanse of my mind. Make yourself
comfortable. Before long, I will decorate my home
with your carcass.
As I was saying, Delacroix is saying that these are virtual versions of things, so armor-piercing bullets won't be any more effective against them than any other type. So they don't have the same strengths and weaknesses as the actual cyborg assassins. So what I think it actually means that every weapon is equally effective here, pretty much, against virtual enemies, so it doesn't matter if you don't have energy weapons or anti-armor ammunition anymore, everything will do. This area is the beginning area of System Shock 1. This really makes me want to play that again. I'll probably install it after that. It's a bit different from System Shock 2, less of a role-playing game, at least in the sense that it's not so character heavy in what you can do. It's more of an FPS shooter with the same elements like horror and finding logs that the crew has made, audio logs, but there aren't any skills to use weapons. They're just weapons you can find and different types of bullets there. And as long as you find them, you can use them. So a pretty normal FPS. the System Shock theme. Normal for the time, I mean. If there's one thing about that's wrong with System Shock 1, it's that the average control scheme of FPS shooters, you know, the bust movement and space, crouching, jumping, aiming, all that stuff, it wasn't really System Shock didn't use that, and it wasn't really the standard at the time. So it's very clumsy by today's standards. You can do many things that you can't do in today's FPS games too, but it's still... Let's just say there have been significant improvements in this area. I think there is some kind of person that has a more modern control scheme. And I don't think I could play the game without that kind of alteration. It's really too different. Basically, there is no keyboard movement in the game in the sense we have today. It was movement was done with a mouse, and then you could change mode so the movement stopped and you had a free. You could move the cursor around the screen and your weapons would shoot there. It was a odd combination of. It doesn't really make any sense, since we now know how to make things much better, in a much better way.